Okay, this Screencastify is going to show you how to create your own blog. You are looking now at Cooley Corner, our blog, where we will record all of our blogs. In order to create your own blog, you'll want to go to your drive. So if you switch over to your drive, you will see you have this apps icon. You will click on the apps icon. You're going to want to look for Blogger. On mine, it's right here. Once I click Blogger, I will open up and you will see this is my Blogger dashboard page. This is our Cooley Corner blog that's already there. To create a new blog, especially for those of you who don't have any blogs, you won't see anything here. So you're going to create a new blog. You're going to type in the title of your blog. You need to be very specific with your title. You may want it to be some kind of a play on your name. You may want it to have something to do with our class. You do not want to have it be anything inappropriate or anything that you would feel weird about me seeing, your parents seeing, Dr. Barnes seeing, your grandmother seeing, whomever. So you never know when you might want to share your blog and your publications with some of your friends and family. So let's just say AP English language blog. Now, obviously, you're not going to name your something quite so generic. This is just for the purposes of illustration. So that's the title of your blog. Your address is going to be whatever you would like it to be. It's a good idea maybe to have some portion of your name or some portion of your actual blog title. So I might call mine HHS Cooley English. We probably want to make sure everything's spelled correctly. And notice that it's checking to see if it's available. So there's my blog address. And this check mark means my blog address is available. If someone had already taken that specific address, then this would be, I think, an exclamation point, something like that, letting you know you need to pick again. Your next step is to pick which type of template you want to use. We are trying to create free blogs. We're not trying to spend any money. Picking simple or something like that is fine. You'll have lots of opportunity to personalize it as you go. So click that and then create the blog. It's going to take just a minute. You're going to say no thanks here. And you're going to come here. Now we can see our new blog we've created. And if we go back to this My Blogs, you'll notice that it links back and it shows me both of mine. So for those of you who already have blogs connected through your Google accounts, you may have two here. So let's go back to our new blog we just made. Here's our overview. This tells you how many page views you've had, different updates as far as people coming to visit your blog, and so on. When you're ready to make your first post, click Post, New Post. It's all very intuitive. You get a screen like this where you're allowed to compose. Notice that you have all of your formatting options just as you would if you were creating a Google Doc or a Word file or something like that. So you can insert links, images, videos, page breaks. You can do lots of different things here. You always want to give a title to your blog. So our first blog posting is going to be about who am I as a reader? Okay, so maybe you're going to call it that. You could call it something else. You come down here and you're typing your response, blah, 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 blah. When you're finished, you can save it. You can even preview it so that you see what it looks like. Okay, so here's my blog. This is my preview. Here's my title up at the top. Here I am. Who am I as a reader? It's got your date, which is always really important. Notice it's got date and time stamps. That's one of the things that I'll be looking at when I check your blogs is, when you're posting them, if you're posting them in a timely fashion, if they're divided in time, etc. When you're ready, you can X out of your preview, and it'll take you back to this page. You can close this, and it'll come back here. So there's your first post. Now, it's just a draft. We haven't clicked publish yet. So when we're ready to publish, we can click this and click publish. We can also edit it if we want to change it, and we can delete it. So this is a good and useful tool for when you want to write something and it's before the time that it's actually due. You may want to work on it a little bit throughout the day or over a few days, but you want it to be completely polished and perfect before you click publish. So publish means that that's your final draft. That's what you want out there in the world for people to see. When you're thinking about changing your blog layout, you can go to layout, and this is what it looks like in its generic column. So like you can move your bars around, you can change the way things look, you can add different gadgets. So if you click on add a gadget, you'll see some of the different things you can add. You want to be careful not to add anything that's too over the top or unnecessary. You could create your own gadget, but that's a little beyond my abilities. You can also always go to view blog to see what it looks like in live time. If you want to get back to your dashboard, hold on. You want to get back to your dashboard. Here we are. You can change your template here. So this is showing you what it looks like when you look on a phone. This is what it looks like on a computer. You can click through these to see the differences. You want to see what some of the different templates look like. Always click the X out to go back. So like you can change your colors, you can change your different designs, and so on. If you want to add pages, recall on our class web page, this is our home page, so this is your landing spot. This is the first thing you see, anyone who comes to the blog. Over here, you'll see the helpful links. I've linked you to several different things that could be helpful that we might use for school purposes. And then each class period has its own blog page. So on these blog pages, we're going to be posting our links to our blogs by class period. And so your blog link, whatever your address is something that's going to be visible to all of your friends and your peers, and I guess even your enemies who are in our classes. So you want to make sure that that address is something reasonable. These are widgets that I've added over here. Down at the bottom of the page, it just has generic information from Blogger. So this template design was one of the free templates in Blogger. You just explore around and you can find anything that you need. When you're ready to share your blog, if your mom or your grandma wants to see it, you can share it by email. You can do a new post from over here. You can change your design and so on. Okay, so your task is to create your blog, set up your template how you want, and to get started with your presence.